we'd like to bring up, well, don't leave yet. There are some really incredible things going to happen in the next 10 minutes. The first one is, we've got Buddha coming up. Let's hear it for Buddha.
I haven't been here a while.
On Buddha.
No way. You're not going to get me in trouble again, are we?
No, not me.
Last time you did this, I got banned from another club.
No, not me. I wouldn't do it. You know I'm good.
Well, I got two things I'm going to do here tonight. I'm going to reverse the order, my original order, because I didn't know who was going to be ahead of me here. I'm doing this, I'm dedicating this to the man who's just here, Moon, wherever you are. This is going to be published in Al Nidell's new magazine coming up. It's called Moon Over the Charles. It's a bit of an article, let's say. When did it all happen? A question pondered over many a foamy brew. Concoctions made to bring forth an alcoholic satori. Like when did it? When did I make my first personal acquaintance to the mystical and religious significance of shooting the moon? Flashbacks of high school antics of the old football team mooning each other outside my study hall window color my memories. Wondering why would someone make his posterior public in the dead of winter to a member or members of their or their opposite sex. I decided at that time that it must be some sort of jock thing, and not worth bothering with, for my definition at that time for jock was body by Fisher, brains by Mattel, and I had outgrown toys years before. Years later, as a denizen of the Boston Cambridge folk scene, I again experienced the rising of the moon. I was high-rolling to the Stone Church in Newmarket, New Hampshire for a Sunday revival. That's folk, not Christian. With a car packed with musicians, magicians, guitars, banjos, dulcimers, and various stuff. Trailing behind me was another vehicle in the same situation. It was being driven by the then significant other, how's that for a yuppie bullshit term? The then significant other of my good buddy, master musician, co-founder of the Stone Buddha Folk Collective, Robert Tincher. Well, from out of nowhere, her car pulled up beside me, and hanging out of the passenger side window was Robert's illustrious ass. Well, not wanting to be outdone, my passenger conned me into falling behind that car so he could drop trowel. We pulled up beside her in flash. Then her car fell back to return the back-sided greeting, and I cut to the right, leaving a station wagon in direct orbit of their moonshot. A station wagon filled with Mom, Pop, and all the kids who questioned, "Daddy, why that man's bum out the window?" My question was, why was a sensitive musician and a Phi Beta Kappa key holder mooning me at 60 miles an hour on the interstate? I returned to college and pondered that question. While sitting at my desk at the library at the Lexington Theological Seminary, after much contemplation on that sinister recreation, I came upon the cosmic illumination on this perplexing situation, for there before me in the Bible I found my answer. Yes, in the book of Exodus, on the 33rd chapter, the story unfolded of how Moses was having a bit of a convo with the boss, Jehovah One. Moses asks, like, "Boss man, what do you really look like, dude?" The boss man replied, "Like none of your business." And Moses did the pouting bit. So God says, "No way, Mose. My coolness would definitely put your ass on ice. But listen, little buddy, check this scene out. Like you do the hide-and-seek gig behind those rocks, and your old captain will slip you all the skin you can dig. Cool, man?" And Moses did what he was told. Or to quote the King James Version of the Bible, "And I will take away my hand, and thou shalt see my back parts, but my face shall not be seen." Exodus 33, line 23. Well, there it is. The first mooning was an act of God. And as such, a truly religious experience. And the answer to the cosmic questions, is there a God? What is he? What is the purpose of life? Does God care? And most of all, if Aries is the shape of the ram, and the donkey, the simple beast of burden, is called an ass, why is a ram in the ass called a goose? The answers being, yes, there is a god or goddess, and he or she is a sick comic. And life's a fucking joke in which you don't get the punchline until after you die.